Don't know about you, Stu, but that, I think, was Ipswich's best performance of the season. I really enjoyed that. A 1-1 draw at West Brom, a great John Nolan header earned the point, and they were good value for that point and probably deserved all three. Thoroughly enjoyable. Your thoughts?
Agreed. Shall I turn it off now? You've summed that up excellently.
Lambert said it was good. John Nolan said it was good. We think it's good. Done. But it was nice. It was good. It was good to see, wasn't it? A really good performance. Every player played their part in that. They didn't get the win, but it doesn't matter at this stage, really, does it? It's about the fans enjoying themselves, which they really did today, and about being entertained and showing that progress is being made. Probably looking at next season. That was all there. It was great.
Absolutely. First of all, if you were in that away end today, well done, because that was phenomenal. Hat doffed to you. Just behind us, there is a pitch behind us here. If we part, there's a bit of a reflection going on. Those are the heat lamps in front of the goal in which John Nolan scored. Away support, Andy, was phenomenal, wasn't it?
1,200 in there. A smoke bomb in there. We cannot condone the use of smoke bombs.
Paul Lambert did, but his post-match presser.
But it looked, it's great. They were still in there. I was sat in my seat for a little while after the game, sat on the touchline waiting to speak to John Nolan. There were still fans in there singing 5-10 minutes after the game. It's great, and we hear it a lot, but it's not normal, and it isn't normal.
No, you will not find another team bottom of the league and effectively relegated at the start of March with this feeling and this level of support around it, and that just goes to show that all they wanted was a bit of an enjoyment and a bit of bang for their buck, and they got that today. Let's start talking about a few individuals from today's game. Let's start with the goal scorer, John Nolan. I think he's got better and better and better over the last few weeks. He started at Norwich, he stepped off the bench and scored against Derby, and then he started every game since then. We've always said that there's a player there that's capable of stepping up. It was a really difficult ask for him and all of the players from lower league to step up together, but I think we're now starting to see signs of what John Nolan is all about, and he took his goal brilliantly today. Had to generate his own power. He's a good 12-13 yards out, got it right in the corner, but more than that, his all-round performance was excellent, so assured on the ball, wanted the ball all of the time. I thought he was great.
Yeah, I think he's really benefiting from playing with players like Alan Judge and Teddy Bishop, which he hasn't been doing in the early weeks of the season. The Ipswich midfield was a bit flat, wasn't it? There wasn't energy in that midfield. They weren't bursting forward. They weren't moving as a unit. But the four that were out there today, Cole Scouse, Alan Judge, Teddy Bishop, John, I know Alan Judge was meant to be playing on the left wing, but he wasn't there, was he? But those four out there today, they seem to be on each other's wavelength, and that really helps Nolan, I think, and because he needs that bit of encouragement to get forward. But having Teddy Bishop on the field, who naturally drives the team forward, he takes John Nolan with him, and it's paying dividends for them.
Yeah, Teddy again, he's getting stronger and stronger by the game as he's. Can I touch every bit of wood in here? He's finally looking like he's back to being durable and able to play back-to-back games. And he took a little bit of a kick on the calf today, and I wouldn't be surprised if they dip him out of the game at Bristol City on Tuesday night. But he's running at people, driving at people. He's that player from the playoff season. He bamboozled their defence at times.
West Brom hated it. They were nervous. They were backing off him, and that's. It's just how midfielders haven't done that to their opposition. It was great. It's great to see it. And then you've got Alan Judge, who wasn't playing on the left. Not
nominally on the left, but he was basically everywhere today, wasn't he? He was given freedom.
Yeah, and I think every Ipswich player loves playing with him because they look up and he's 6 or 7 yards away from them every time, and he wants the ball, and they're moving themselves up the pitch. Well, we shouldn't go overboard about this. It's one good game and a nice draw, but the signs are there, and a bit of life in midfield is what Ipswich have missed for quite a long time, and it's just so nice to see. It's just a shame that it's happening in the situation it is.
Yeah, and it was always time was always against them. The damage was kind of done. It was always going to take time to get January signings up to speed and embed a different way of playing under Lambert, but without going overboard, it does feel like we're starting to see the semblance of something sort of, Phoenix from the Flames that sounds too strong, but it feels like it's turning now, and it's too late. Of course it's too late. The games are running out, but today was heartening, and it gives hope going into League One next year.
They still managed to concede a horrible early goal though, didn't they? after four minutes. But almost from then on, West Brom were in a shell. The crowd were turning on them, but Ipswich played their part in doing that, and it was a horrible goal to concede earlier. It was ugly when it went in.
It's a really poor header from Ken Locke. He's put a bit of a loose header back in, and he's put Knudsen under pressure. Knudsen commits the foul. I don't know what happened with the wall. It was kind of a fragmented wall. You had a main four-man wall and then another sort of mini wall that Knudsen was part of, and he tried to sort of back away from the ball, turned his chest square, popped off his chest, wrong foot's bar. Here we go again. And you think, we were talking, and I saw social media, the script was, they'll play all right, they'll play all right, they'll miss some chances, West Brom will get a second, 2-0, and we've been here before, and they did start to play all right, but today was different. They got the goal, and really they should have been the team that won that game.
Should we talk about the strikers a little bit? Colin Quainer went off in the break with a strain of some description, a bit of a knock, I think, but Caden Jackson came on, and his pace, they didn't really like that. He had a couple of good chances, which sadly he couldn't take to win the game, but he was stretching them, and he was making the defenders make mistakes. And I like what I see from Caden. I just hope we can see some more of him between now and the end of the season, because him and Harrison are, whatever happens in terms of recruitment in the summer, you have to think that those two are going to be a part of what happens here at Ipswich going forward. Yeah,
he might be like Nolan, that he'll benefit from a 4 or 5 game run in the team. You know, he's got the raw attributes. His pace frightens people. Today he didn't have his shooting boots on. He's had a couple of really good chances. Quainer had a good chance in the first half as well. If they'd have had an out-and-out finisher, someone that's in a rich vein of form, they would have won that game. But I was encouraged by Jackson. I thought that was probably his best performance in an Ipswich shirt, certainly since Lambert's arrived. He will start at Bristol on Tuesday night. Lambert's confirmed that. He said regardless of the Quainer injury, his plan was always to start Quainer today, Jackson on Tuesday night. So looking forward to seeing a bit more from Caden on Tuesday.
So on we go to Bristol. Hopefully the shackles remain off. Another performance like that, build some positivity, keep a little bit of the positive momentum going towards the end of the season, which is going to be a big summer for Ipswich. Hopefully another result Tuesday. We'll get back on the road now, and then again on Tuesday. I might just stay here though, because this radiator is really warm on my thighs. It's really nice.
I'll let you enjoy that while I turn it off.